For 60 years now, on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, the campus at the University of Dayton has been transformed into a magical Christmas scene. This year, on this special anniversary, hundreds of students from the city of Dayton arrived at the university to partake in the Christmas magic. From Christmas crafts, to meeting Santa, to games and food and even petting zoos. There is so much to do and see during the annual Christmas on Campus celebration.
Very wise men saw a star rising up in the east.
Christmas on Campus is a signature event at the university, one that has grown in significance for UD and for the entire Dayton community since it was first celebrated in 1963. That first Christmas on Campus came right after a tragic event that shook the country, and perhaps helped the entire Dayton community do a bit of healing.
Christmas on Campus in 1963 took place hardly 2 weeks after the great national tragedy of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. So here, roughly 2 weeks later, the university came together. People saw hope in the future after we had been through a terrible, terrible national tragedy.
Christmas on Campus connects UD and the city Dayton as college students pair up with Dayton school kids to celebrate Christmas. It's a special bond for those children and for their UD buddies.
I can't stress that enough. It is really important. As far as the experience, overall experience, a lot of our children come from home environments that, not that great. And that time where they feel, they feel important, feel special.
You get to see Christmas and the magic through somebody else's eyes that you might not see on a regular basis. And I think this is so unique to UD. We talk all the time about what makes UD special. This is one of the key components that makes UD special. It shows how we give back to a community, but also bringing people onto our campus.
Bringing students here who sometimes wouldn't otherwise have much for Christmas and allowing them to really prepare, and hopefully while they're here learning something about kind of the true meaning of Christmas, that it's not just about getting gifts, it is about giving, it is about the birth of Jesus. From that perspective, I think it brings some of our values as a university into the community in ways that matter.
But Christmas on Campus doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of hard work to bring this all together. Every year, a committee of students plan out the night's activities, organizing all the festivities and the events leading up to the big night. From the first buddy meeting, where hundreds of UD students learn about Christmas on campus.
Be aware of your surroundings and remember that the night is really about the first and second graders. We want to provide them with the best night possible, so make sure to be kind and do the activities that they want.
And get to sign up to be a part of the event. To kick off the event, Kennedy Union Field, where UD students are matched up with a first or second grader and get to write their new buddy a postcard. To locating and removing the tree that will become the centerpiece of the Christmas on Campus celebration. The tree for this year's 60th anniversary celebration was donated by Carol Downing of Kettering. That tree was delivered to Humanities Plaza on campus, where the decorating quickly got underway. Organizing this important event is a lot of work, but it's fulfilling work.
As cheesy as it is, it was one of probably, if not my proudest moment so far. Yeah, without a doubt, it will be with me for the rest of my life.
The work was 100% fulfilling, and when I look back on college, I think that this is going to be something that I will always remember and I'll always talk about, and this is the best memories that I'll have at college.
On this 60th anniversary, thousands watched as the Christmas tree was lit. Kicking off the Christmas celebration on campus, A special event for a special place.
Any other university that has this, that we're allowed to show what Christmas is about, our faith, our values. I just think it's about giving back. It's about giving to others, not receiving. It's about giving. And that's what I think the whole night is about.
And the amount of people that just come out for the event, whether it's the clubs, the kids, the UD students, the families from the greater Dayton area, it all comes together and it's just one magical night.
You get to celebrate with your friends around you, you get to celebrate with the community. It means especially connection and community. Those are big words that I associate with Christmas on campus.
I look at Christmas on campus as magical, as marvelous and memorable. And I think those three words really encapsulate what Christmas on campus is, and it brings together the entire Dayton community well beyond the walls of the university.
So fundamentally, because of the impact on our students and students in the community, it brings together the city of Dayton with the University of Dayton, right? The city is who we're named after, and giving our students the ability to touch students who might have less than they do and give them a night of pure joy, a night on a college campus that maybe they've only heard of from others or they've driven by. And for that night, they're here on campus and it's all about them, and it's about Christmas and it's about joy.
Christmas on campus provides so much joy to so many people, young and old.
Okay, he's enjoying himself. He ran off and left me. I love the tree and the decorations, and the people are walking around are very festive, so I really like that.
Seeing all the kids get off the bus and meeting their buddies for the first time and just seeing how happy they are is one of my favorite memories.
Watching the kids come off the bus and excited to tell the family members what they did, you know, just overexcitement of, you know, they're tired and ready to go to sleep, but they're too excited, and, you know, the gifts that they get.
Christmas on campus leaves an impact on everyone involved.
At 9:30, the committee takes part in Mass at Holy Angels. Father hadn't even begun. Everyone just stood up in church, and Chloe and I were standing next to each other in the first pew. It's gonna make me cry right now. And we both just started crying because it was just so beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. Chloe and I were just crying in Mass in the front pew. Just felt like so accomplished. And then leaving Mass at the end of the night, we went to say like thank you and hug him, and we were like, I'm so sorry for crying in Mass, and he was like, it was one of the most beautiful moments in Mass I've ever had.
It was a great Mass where it brought a sense of peace to myself, and I know like my other committee members and Fiona and I just kind of got that moment to reflect and just really think about all the things that happened tonight, and thank God for all of that. I think it was emotional. Fiona and I definitely were crying from the start. It was just, we couldn't contain like the emotion that we felt, that good type of joy that makes you want to cry, those happy tears.
This one night is truly life-changing for many.
I loved it so much that I decided I was going to change my major, and I decided that events were what I was going to do for a living. Christmas on campus really changed what I wanted to do with my life, basically. So I've been doing events for 30 years, ever since I graduated, and it all started with this event.
20 years in nonprofit because of what I saw on campus that evening.
It was like my first introduction to University of Dayton, and it's kind of always stuck with me. So it probably helped me come here because I instantly felt a sense of like home when I came on campus for the first time.
It's going to be that one thing that I, like I said, always talk about in college. It's going to be that one memory. Christmas on campus is always going to come up in conversation when people ask me about college, my college experience. Every moment like spent preparing or just like the night of is something that I'll always remember.
And now that Christmas on campus has wrapped up its 60th anniversary celebration, plans are already underway for next year's event.
And now, 60 years later, touching thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of people who've been involved in this over 60 years. Pretty special that it's lasted this long. I mean, there's lots of traditions that start at universities, and sometimes after 5 years or 10 years, or when a key staff member moves away, it ends, and it was lovely to have. 60 years is pretty special.
You know, this program has survived and lasted for 60 years and has become such an impactful part of the holiday season in Dayton and then also for the university.
To see this still going for 60 years and hopefully we'll go another 60.
60 is a big mile marker of how far it's come from an Advent wreath in KU to now how many people are a part of this event, thousands of students, hundreds of kids. I think it just goes to show that something that lasts for 60 years is something that is really important in your community, and if everyone wants to continue to show up for something for 60 years, I mean, I think that's just a crucial part of community. I hope I get to see the next couple decades of Christmas on campus for sure. I'm excited to be back next year, and it would be super special for me to be able to see, say, the 100th anniversary.
I just hope it grows in some way. I think when Ellie Kurtz founded this event or started this event, she didn't really know what the future held for it, and that's kind of how I'm feeling. I hope that it continues to get bigger and something that we can't even imagine right now.
Merry Christmas! 3, 2,